Welcome back to Metal Heroes Review episode 31. We are here reviewing episodes 11 to 14 of Space Sheriff Shaider. I at least got handed these episodes over the previous four I watched. These are a lot better. At least it's not stupid plot stuff like it was for a few episodes. Now, in the case of episode number 11, this one is mostly put Fuma using robots to replace children in people's, like, these parents' children. Like, because these robots are so better than their own kids, they basically throw them out on the streets. Or in the case of one parent group, they proceed to first they try to tie him up in order to hide him. Like, oh yeah, that's the fake son, this is the real one, the one who's like completely useless. Yeah, it's like it's definitely very evil of them to do this, but it's by far a really kind of irritating plot thread. Parents turning against their own children. Because this new one basically is a lot more reliable, or at least basically useful, whatever. Yeah, I was not really planning that particular style plot thread, but I liked the robots they used. I thought they were quite cool. The action sequences are really cool too. That was an okay episode. Now, this one, along with the very next episode, involves Annie basically discovering a lot of the stuff related to kids, per se. Yeah, it's a kid plot in episode 12 too. This one mostly involves kids being, basically find a way to get 100% on test. It's like going to the particular exam that the parents are forcing kids to go to. Yes, forcing them. There's one kid who loves his balloon, but the mom's like, nah, don't worry about the balloon. I'll buy you more balloons, basically. Like, yeah, but he likes that specific balloon, and does Dai go back and get it after he just got out of a tree? Nope, he doesn't. And by the way, the kid does not question the fact that Dai can climb a tree that quickly or jump that freaking high. Nope, he does not. This kid is not question like, wait, what? Yeah, normally people would not react that way. Case in point, this happened in Flashman, where the female rangers of the team did the jumping thing, and it scared a guy they basically were starting to like. Yes, this very nice police officer who thought probably the girls were cute, and then the jumping thing really turned him off. This kid's like, nah, it's perfectly fine. I do gotta admit, it's a really interesting episode, this one. It's like 2 straight episodes. Annie's involved with the plot. Interesting. Now, in the case of episode number 13. 13 is basically all about... By the way, it's also in 13. I think it was this one here, where I believe it was this one. This one of the previous one, where it's hinted that we might have Dai get a part-time job at the pet shop. Yeah, something we'll play later. Don't worry about that. So, the whole thing with episode number 13 is that we have this woman she's basically the Olympics. Like, cheer her on, but the girl didn't like her very much. It turns out she's actually an alternate. Just in case one of the competitors gets hurt, so she takes her place. And apparently her siblings want the people to get injured. And I believe so on the side of of Hikara, that's her name, where that's a bad thing to want. Yes. The mother, who's in the hospital, apparently doesn't say anything about it, but I agree with her. That's a really stupid idea. So, Fuma decides to recruit her using a gym. Now, you're thinking, an evil organization in the Metal Hero series using a gym, or at least something like it to recruit people to it. Not the first one to do this. Gavin did the same thing too, except that one involved... the actress who played Witch Medora from Zoo Ranger. She was also Queen Hedera from Denzi Man and Son Vulcan. Yes. Though it involves her basically interacting with the actor who later played the wizard in Zoo Ranger. This is a similar idea, but instead of involving like one of the monsters this time, it's ran by the general of the series. I thought that was very interesting. That's like... It's a similar plot, but it's not carbon copy. Good job. By the way, the monsters, for some reason, the monsters don't, from what I can tell, over the course of 14 episodes, a lot of time the monsters don't really play a big role in the episode. Sometimes they really don't. They do, and then they don't. And the way they basically worship the Fuga, got the Emperor, except that this statue is not really him at all. It's a good likeness, but it's not him. Later on in the episode, does Shaider does it destroy the statue? Oh, heck yes, he does. Guess my guess is he's probably not going to counsel the guy until when the series is almost over, which probably not going to be for at least for quite a while. So, let's leave it at that. But, though, of course, the people are freed, and eventually the monster is destroyed who was used in the episode. So far, not bad so far. In the case of 14, this is quite interesting, where it involves this pianist, well, the one who plays a really good piano with her friends, hanging on a cabin in the woods, and you're thinking, oh crap, is it going to be like a massive horror spree going on? No. We have this guy who's looking for his old girlfriend, and by the way, this episode also features the return of Commander Quam. First time since episode 8. In his third ever appearance in Shriven. In Shaider. Yeah, only a third episode, which is interesting. I never thought basically they would feature him again. Like, I didn't know when he was going to show up again, because in Gavin he appears almost the entire series. Shriven, he appears not as much as he did in the previous one. This one appears a little bit more. In case in point, he's basically Shaider's boss. So, you would think he'd appear a little bit more, but no, he doesn't. It's basically Shaider doing things on his own. He doesn't contact Commander Quam very much, very rarely ever does. Like in 14 episodes, this is only the second time he's ever called him in the entire series. So it turns out this guy is in fact a mutant. Yeah, Shaider basically finds out and of course chased out, and it turns out he was actually part of this, like, 20 years before the series. My guess is probably in 1964, because the series came out in 84. Oh, by the way, the whole part-time thing, it's Kaiju basically going back to his old UFO obsession, which is something he has not done since the original series, which is interesting. Get more on that later. So he is then now what happened to his crew, it's never actually explained here, but then he's found by a space sheriff. And you're thinking, really, a space sheriff? Yeah, but here's the strange thing, the guy wears green armor. Who the space sheriff is? As far as I can tell, they never reveal who the heck the space sheriff is. I highly thought it was Gavin, because I think he was still a kid at this point, so he's out of the question. If I would take a stab at it, I'd say it's probably Commander Quam, who's part of the space ship. But honestly, I don't know. But it's the same. From what I can tell from the paint image, because the 80s, they did the same thing in the 80s as well, and also Kamen Rider as well, whenever it had its series in the 80s. Excuse me. The way it's painted, it seems like it looks exactly like the Shriven suit, except it's green instead of blue. But I thought it was a really cool concept. In fact, it was another spaceship, because, like, seeing the armor stuff, I thought that was quite cool. Yep, nothing wrong here with that. Sadly put, he never finds out, though, the fact that the girl he thinks is actually his girlfriend is actually his girlfriend's niece, because revealed by the girl, her aunt, the one who's calling her, the one named Kiriko, died during the events of the previous series. Of what? Don't know. You could say she probably died off screen between some episode, but we don't get confirmation about that. But I feel more satisfied with these episodes than the previous 4. Now, we are 14 episodes in, and before my break, there's exactly 16 episodes left. And I'm also going to cover a movie. Yes, a movie. But all over the whole series at this point in time, 14 episodes in, which means I have exactly 35 to go. Yep, still a while, but there's that. So that's going to be pretty much a particular view. Next up is going to be a comic corner. And this is what I wanted to talk about last night, but I just didn't have time to. But now I do. Okay, next view. Bye.